Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link. Give me one moment. Hi Sai, good evening. Shh. Hi Ankur, hi Heath. Good evening. Hi Power, hi Ike, hi Sham, hi Viren. I hope you all had a good day. And hi Devinder. What did you do, Jeremy? Why you had a bad day? Ping your trades into the group. Uh, I'm just trying to open investing.com because we have an important number coming at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So let me just pick up economic calendar. Tomorrow, hi Kulwant, hi Manu, hi Majal, hi Misi, hi Justin, hi Ashish, hi Raghu. Good evening, guys. So tomorrow is an important day for the market because last Sunday when we were discussing, I mentioned that going into the Labor weekend, not Labor weekend, Labor Day weekend, you will not find sellers. So every buy will find a bid. And that's what we saw. We saw right 120 points move from 43.80 all the way to 45.20 area. Now, what's going to happen tomorrow? It is a very important area. 45.20 is an area where I expected. Yes, intraday we went high above that, but we did not had a close above it. So tomorrow, if we are able to, again, this market for last 1 week is not a trending market. It moved in one direction because there were no volumes into the market. There were no sellers, and people are on vacation, especially the institutional funds, and because this is the last week of the summer. So do not just take it by the face value of it. It always happen like this. Probably into the next week, by maybe Wednesday, Thursday, you will start to see the real price action, which may be totally different or maybe a continuation. That we will see once we are there. But as of now, I don't think we're going to have a big move tomorrow. We might have a big move in the next week. Now, again, depending on these numbers, because we have these important payroll numbers coming in tomorrow. Hi, Raghu. Hi, Sridhar. Hi, Cass. Hi, Prakash. Hi, Krish. Thank you guys for joining in. So we have these numbers. Now, Fed is concerned about two things. Fed is concerned about high wage growth, low unemployment. So today the numbers, like, which if I just go down, the PC numbers were came in flat, but if you see, they are a little higher than the previous month. So this is sticking. This will be passed on into the CPI. So CPI is not cooling off. CPI is going to, and with crude, the prices will get extended. So all in all, I would say uh, in September, I expect a hike because the prices are going to go higher. The expectation is that yes, we may or may not have, like, it's about 23-24% possibility of a hike in September, but that will change when we are going into the next week. Also, the initial jobless claims, they were supposed to be 235. It came as 228. it means that the employment area is still strong. The inflation is sticky. And tomorrow, if we have non-farm payrolls meaning anything outside of the agriculture, if they are there high, the expectation is 170K. Okay, and let's see in last how many times we are beating it or we are. So in August, expectation was 200K and it came as 187. In July, it was 225K. It came in 185. So there was substantial cut. Now let's go back because uh, July, August, September, there is a seasonality where uh, we see the summer holidays and then people working. So let's see what's the situation in 2022. In August, there was a massive rise. And then in September, it was again a beat. So there was like new payrolls were added. Now we need to see if there is a new, because the number of the jolt numbers, the number of job openings came down substantially. And let's see if we have a beat or not. It totally depends on this number tomorrow morning. So it's going to be really interesting if we see a beat or not. And these numbers are really, really benign. It's not easier to predict them. Unemployment rate should be right there, 3.5. Then we have two important numbers, PMIs. Usually, a stronger PMI indicates that the growth is there, and the weaker, and that growth is there, and that's good for the economy. Anything which is good for the economy is bad for the Fed because they want the recession so that the supply and demand and all those issues reduce the liquidity into the market. So keep an eye on these numbers as well. PMI, I think, should be in line or a little low, showing that there is weakness into the market. Uh, but more importantly, these payroll numbers and the wage growth, hourly earnings. This is going to be important. In between, we're talking about crude. Crude is bamboozing, 83.80. So last time we were talking, it was 81, and now it has cleaned up. And you can, if you are a technical trader, this is what you call a cup and a handle. Now, crude was a massive contributor into the inflation in 2020 when it hit above 100. What does this shows to you? There's going to be a massive breakout in crude. And that's why Oxy, MRO, ZOM are good trades. All right, keep an eye on them. But this will add to inflation. And this will put Fed into trouble. Now, my only concern is everything is piling up into the September and mid of September. So it's going to be really, really interesting September. I anticipate some big volatility coming back into September, and people who are calling new highs, this and that, will face the reality. All right. I will not give you any number or give anything, but you will see what happens. All right. Crude was one of the biggest contributors into the inflation along with the rental. Look at the gold. Gold is holding and it's about to break above this area. It's getting tighter and tighter, like 1, 2, 3 inside days. The trend has changed positive on gold. Okay, so if this breaks out as well, you will see interesting thing. PNX, it went high, and I've shared you one very simple basic thing, that whenever there's a change of trend, you will see a dodgy. Now, where the dodgy happened? Right at the 34 EMA. From 43, it corrected almost 8-9% and tested 34 EMA. Tomorrow, with payroll numbers, If those numbers are high, this will be a massive morning star. And this will be a big, big hit for the market. First reason, Dixie, the dollar is strong. Okay. The PC is sticking. Third, crude is rising. Fourth, equity market has low volume. All these items, if they club together, they can give you 1 to 2% direction, trend day, possibly tomorrow. All depends on the numbers of the employment and the PMI. If, like for me, the risks are really, really high at this time, that we may go down really badly. Okay. Now, everything is in front of us. We are not assuming anything. Dixie is high, PC was high. The yields are making a morning star, and the crude is also going higher. The market has seen some good move, meaningful moves on the upside. So all in all, this puts me into a situation that yes, something wrong can happen tomorrow. The risks are high. That's the very first thing I wanted to discuss. Any questions here? I'll be more than happy to entertain that before I jump into my daily analysis. In between, hi Joy, hi Nilesh, hi Raina. September is a bearish month, but there are reasons behind September because uh, people get away with low liquidity in last week of August. And when that liquidity returns, they get caught off guard and then people lose. And any questions, anybody who have any doubts, I'm here to entertain this. Then I'm going to jump into my daily analysis. Okay. I don't think so anybody has any questions. All right, let's start from the scan. So open, low, high scan. Let's see what we had today. So if you look at this scan, Costco, it opened at 540. The low was made as 540. What it did, it went high, made 552. Simple, easy peasy trade. If you look at Costco at 945, you should be able to make money. Netflix, open 431, low 431. Gives you an idea to go long. Remains at 437 at the end. It's a choppy one, but it gave you one direction. Qualcomm, 112 to 115. AMAT, 149 to 153. LRCX, 680 to 74. That's 20 points move. MU, 67, 97 to 70. Good move. PAN W, Humana, 477 to 477, 461. That's a massive 16-point move. Boom. Marvel gave a dollar move. D-Dog gave you a $4 move. This simple script can really help you make meaningful decision. If you are not a technical person, you can easily come and create the scan. If open and low are same, you can go buy calls. If open and high are same, you can buy puts. Very simple thing. Next one is inside day. High linked to Y. Thank you. So NVIDIA has inside day. Baidu, and these are inside days because they're there. So NVIDIA, I am carrying NVIDIA's puts, 490 puts. Let's look at any bearish and bullish pattern. Bearish candle patterns on daily. None. Any bullish candle patterns on daily charts? No. Anything crossing 12 and 34 on daily? Okay, so Intel MW Pan W crowd I removed. Okay, so I don't need to put them here. I can put Pan W is already there, crowd is already there. So like all these cybersecurity, they already moved much, so there's no point adding them. Anything which from 34 to 12, let's see, none. So net, I'm going to pick up all the tickers which I have in my list. So let's Sketchmaster, you can wait at the end. I'll show you how to do this. Airbnb double inside day. I'll keep a note on that. So let's start from ES. So ES, when we talked last time, I mentioned that yes, expect a move towards 45.20-ish. And we did that. And now the EMAs have converged. It's making a W. Okay, but again, I will not consider this piece. I will only consider this if we stay here next week. If we lose tomorrow, then everything can be well tested. Now, very important thing to notice is the amount of volume. So I'm going to use two pieces here. One is volume and then another one is volume profile. So you see the volume is when we are trading like these moves, we have good volume. Look at the volume of last 1 week. It's like 1/3 of these days. And whenever you have low volume going higher, right, you have seen it coming down quicker. If you have good volume, it will continue to go higher. But low volume does not suffice anything. Okay, so that's one piece. Second thing, I'll add the volume profile. You see, we have an area of low liquidity in this piece. Okay, now we have tested, we are consolidating in this area for some time. The moment we are, this time if we lose this regression channel, we will fail and we will come down really badly towards this number. That can happen next week, may happen next to next week, but this 45.20 area is a really, really important area. We are away from the EMAs, so there's a high potential. We can do a test. It's also setting up an evening star at the top. It's a hammer at the top. If you want to, it's not a clean hammer, but hammer at the top. So liquidity is not here in this region. I will say that things are risky. So make sure you take appropriate cognizance of this risk before jumping into trades. Okay, so let's mark our areas now. ES is, I will still say neutral. If I have to buy, I will buy above 45.20. My stop loss is this red line. The moment I lose this red line, I should exit my longs. So this is 45.10. Okay. Now, where would I find resistance? 45.35, 45.47, 45.60. Yes. This resistance is still there, so I'm not going to challenge and change it. So this is right there. Now, where should I sell? I should sell at the high of this candle. This was a major thing, right? So 45.10. Why it's showing me good? Sell below 45.10 and stop loss is 45.20. Now, once we are in this area, if we lose 44.95, 44.80, which was the previous resistance, it could actually be a very big risk or a flag that yes, things are going to get bad. 44.95 is an area right there where we found resistance multiple times. 4495. That's the first flag that we can slide down very quickly towards 44.75-ish area, which is the EMA test, 44.60. And if we are closing below 44.60, then people who are calling head and shoulder is not there. The head and shoulder will be there for them. If we close tomorrow, right here, which is 60 points, about 1.5% move on the downside, that's possible. Now, again, if we do not close above below this, I'm okay with that as well, but I would be not carrying any long positions. So on the downside, 44.95, 44.77, 44.58. And it is a potential evening star. And hammer at the top. So if you hit somebody's like head with a hammer, what is going to happen to him? He's going to fall down. Same thing. If we have a hammer on the top in the charts, we're going to fall down. Let's look at the book map on ES. Yes, Venki or Prakash. Yes. So this is book map and come on, come on, come on. Why it's behaving like this today? Something is wrong with book map. It's not updating properly. You see, in the red lines, 45.30 is a big, massive resistance. Look at the selling pressure and then look at the buying pressure. Hardly any buyers. If we lose 45.20, which is also the weighted line as well, you will see the market can easily slide down to 4,500. 4,500 is around 44.95 area, which is a very important area. So I'll be very much watching. There's hardly any volume on ES or on NQ. So I'm not like ultra bullish, but I'm cautiously risky. That's my view. Let's look at NQ. So NQ was positive related to ES and NQ has done. But again, you will see the magic of Fibonacci and magic of those numbers. This is 61.8, 15,606. This was the area which was providing some resistance in the past. Now, today it came exactly hit that spot and then gave back. Gave back where exactly 50% of the Fibonacci. That's the power of Fibonacci. If you put them at the right places, both up and down will test your levels. This is not like any magical science, it's pure mathematical equations. So if you place them properly, you will find that yes, they behave very nicely. All right. Now 15,606 is an area. If I have a weekly close above this, I'll be a buyer on Nasdaq, not on ES. But if it fails here, it is a rejection from 61. It will come down to 15,300, which is 250 points from here. So if I have to sell, I would sell here with a stop loss first. So I am going to sell around 550. Stop loss is 15,606. I'm giving 60-40. It's a possible rejection by 61%, 8% Fibonacci. If that happens, that's the case. In case I have to buy, I will buy above 1606. Stop loss 15550. Target will be, there's no resistance here. Once I clean this, I do not have to face any resistance whatsoever. I can hit 810. There is like a price action wise, this is an area around 740. So I'll take that. So I want to go long only above 15606. So 735, 15,810. That's my, I would say, break above 61.8% FIB. That's on the positive side. On the negative side, 15,318 is one target. 15,460, which is a 50% Fibonacci retracement, is the second target. So keep an eye on these two numbers. If you want to try long only above 15,606. Triple Q. Triple Q is hammer at the top. And it's at 379. Hammer at the top. That's the first note. Made a W, which is positive, and we saw that. So first thing is hammer on the top. Now, hammer on the top, 379 will become resistance. Previously, we had a target of 379. We did that. Now, in the short side, 379. I'm going to increase positive to short now. And I'll make them neutral. So 379 is my short. I would say sell if it comes near to 379. So sell on rise. In case market tries to jump in the morning, try to sell or buy puts around 378, 379 area. What will be the first stop? First stop will be the 38.2 Fibonacci, 374. Second target will be 370, the 12 EM. Now, if we manage to break above this area, first target is the gap here, which is 380.69. Today was 380. No, today did not go there. So we'll try to fill the gap on the upside. Fill the gap. Stop loss is 379. Buy above 379. Target is 380.75 and 384. That's the NQ and triple Q. SPX, the levels are same. Yes, you can like reduce certain points like 10 or 12, whatever the premium features have over the index. Apple. So last time I was positive on Apple, I mentioned about possible move to fill the gap. We are near that, but look what's happening here. Again, it's a very clear thing. We do not have to do anything. We started from 172. We made. Now, if the price action is there, the action thing, This is the gravestone doji. I am confused. Where I'm confused at 78.6 Fibonacci. If I lose this, this will become an evening start towards 183. This is the attempt to fill the gap, and that attempt was not clean. We failed. So now I'm going to short Apple. People will think I'm crazy, but I'm just reacting to what the price is telling me. Price is telling me first reason is gravestone dodgy. At the top, potential evening star. And people ignore these things. They think that these are waste, but look at NVIDIA, not NVIDIA, Netflix before the earning. Look at SMCI. Like, I'll just show you once. This was Netflix. Look at the gravestone doji right at the top. What happened next? Down. Look at SMCI, dodgy at the top. What happens next? Down. So dodgy at the top shows you something. It's telling you something. Respect that. So 187.70 is my stop loss. For every trade, always find a stop loss first. Sell below. Where should I sell? Always sell below today's low, 187.50. Now, the price action, there is no resistance here. The price action was clean. So if you want to take 185 and then 183.30 or 183, that should be fine. So 185, 183. These are possible sell situations on Apple. Adobe, it did the job previously, which I mentioned from 530, that the moment it broke out, it will hit towards 575. So that area is still there. Now, in case the market dips, I would say wait for the dip, and if you can get an opportunity, try to buy near. So buy in dip towards 552, and stop loss should be 549. Target 562, 575. It's a breakout bull flag, so any good retracement is going to be massive, positive. But I'm going to take out the blue because it has done its job. So I'm going to bring it back to green and mark it as 60%. AMD. AMD is struggling to cross 106 area, which was the previous base. It's trying, but it's failing. It's tried like higher, high, high, low, but this is a breakdown. It's a breakdown. We are losing very badly here. Like initially, I thought this will be a bull flag when we were right there, but now we are breaking down badly on AMD. So tomorrow, I think if I have to short, this is a good short at 106 stop loss. AMD is a short for me. Stop loss 106.25. Sell near 106 if you get. Look for 103, 19 and 50. It back tested and failed. Back tested 12 EMA but could not reclaim. Which is negative. So AMD is short for me. Amazon, I've been suggesting Amazon is the aggressive buyer. You can clearly see. Like people will come and post, oh, we plated at this tomorrow and made the money. but we are planning ahead. We are making sure that yes, we know what we need to do, and then it's happening. So right there, we are in Amazon, which broke out. Same thing with Google. Both broke out. Tested the 12 EMA. About 12 EMA, it broke out. Now I would say 137 area, which was a previous resistance, is a good stop loss. So in case market gives you an opportunity, try to buy near 137. I'm not rushing to buy this, but I would like to buy in dip. Similar to Adobe, I want Amazon to come near 137. My targets are 138, 139, and 140.75. Again, be aggressive. I will keep my no comment on that. AVGO, I went short in the earnings today, and this went high, but again, there's a dodgy right there. The moment we lose this dodgy and this aggression line, we should see 875. We are right around that corner, 875. If 875 provides supports, that's a good thing, but keep an eye on this. So I am actually short, so I'll keep this AVGO short. Sell near 890. Stop loss is 891. I would say 880, 885. Target is 875, 866. I really wanted to break down like 850 and below, then it's gone. It's a gone case. So Boeing had a news today. I don't know what happened, but Boeing gave back. It's a massive bearish candle. It came back at 220, 291. That's my last hope. If so, first thing first, let's make a note. It's a bearish candle. Bearish engulfing. Now, I want to give last chance to Boeing. So buy near 223, 224. My stop loss is today's low, 220, 290. That's my Fibonacci or breakout area. And then look for 227, 232.75. I'm neutral on Boeing now. I was positive on but neutral. CRM had earnings, so it's an inside week which broke out and then had a sell-off into the market. And again, it's coming right there at 61 point Fibonacci. It's a massive sell candle with a gap closed right at 61. So if you lose 221, you know what need to do. You need to fill this. It will fill the gap right here at 218. Also, rejection from 61, we should hit 214.90. The CRM is short. Sell below 221. Stop loss is 221.50. Not a big stop loss. 218, 214.90. 218, 214.90. Two 21 is 61.8% fib. Break of it will be bad. Then BABA Baba did a dodgy and now it's closed around this corner. I expect positive news from Baba into the next week. Yes, Deep. It's like if it comes near the price, you need to buy and hold. So I would hold it here, Baba, with 92 stop loss. I'm positive into the next week. So 92 is my stop loss. Buy if you want to buy near 92. If you want to do, you want to carry positions into Baba. Try to buy 915 calls. John, wait for that. We'll address the questions in 15 minutes. Google Google has done the job of 137. So I am expected 134. It did 138 and now it's dodgy on the top right there. There's a excellent flow which is coming, but at one time we need to address that this was a move, or the people call it smart money. They pushed, they got out, and that's why you are seeing hammer or dodges on the top. So this is a negative candle for me. And what I would do is I would love to sell this below 135.80. So Google is short, sell below 135.50. That's the low today. Look for 134.25 and then 132.12. It's dodgy at the top. Potential evening star. And this is hammer at the bottom. Stop loss is 136.50. Like Google will be least favorite trade for tomorrow, like Google and Amazon. But Apple, CRM, AVGO, these are my prime trades. Meta, I always love to sell this. Every time it comes to 299, sell the hell out of it. Same thing, dodgy at the top. Inside day dodgy. It has started from here to this journey. The moment it loses 294, go and sell this thing. Meta, short it. Sell below 294. Stop loss is 295.80 right there. And if price is not there, then there's no point to trade. Don't rush if your price is not there. Target is 291, 288. I only want to buy about 299.50. I do not want to buy anything in between. Microsoft is bearish engulfing. Same thing, it's trying to hold. It's bearish engulfing. Should be red. And I want to give them 40, 60s. If I have to go long, I'll pick Amazon. If I have to go short, I'll pick Apple, AMD, AVGO, CRM. Microsoft, same thing. It's a bearish engulfing candle. It's covering the entire body. It's, if you see, it's the evening star right from here to here, but the evening star confirmation will happen at 321. So if we lose 327.50, sell this Microsoft. Sell below 327.50. Look for 325 and then 321. Stop loss dodgy is 328. I'll make it 328.75. Okay. That's bearish. Netflix is holding very tight. in this range. It's an inside day for me. So anything like 433 is a very important number on Netflix. If it holds 432, 33, it's fine. If it loses that, it will come back and test 423. I'm looking forward to Netflix for a massive breakout on the higher side. Uh, so I'll be a buyer at around like 430 stop loss. If Netflix is there, I'm just keeping neutral on Netflix. I'll be, yes, all these equation is fine. Nvidia is an inside day, and also it's an inside day up. Sell below 429. Nvidia, as a disclaimer, I have 490 puts. Dodgy at the top doesn't help me. Loss of 489, game on. Same thing. Dodgy at the top, potential evening star. Plus, it's an inside day. Now, the numbers from AVGO, how they react with Nvidia, let's see. But for me, I'm short. My stop loss is 490. Right there. It closed at 493. So my stop loss is 490. I want to sell it below this area. If it goes below 479, 489, first stop loss will be 484, or for area 484. Then is 473, 78, 473. I'm not thinking anything on the upside on Nvidia as of now. PayPal did a breakout. Like I've been recommending PayPal from 58, 59. It did a breakout, massive breakout from 57 to 64 today. Same thing the Shopify did. They had the news. Now it's an inside day in PayPal. In terms of volume, they may be a little higher, but if it holds 62, I'll take a chance on PayPal. So PayPal, I'm just reducing it to neutral. I want to buy near 62. Then all these things are here. Roku along with Netflix, I think it's a dodgy at the top, which I don't like. Let it come around 78. So I'm positive on Roku, but I want to buy it around 78. Same thing, Gravestone Doji at the top. I don't like these kind of candles. Reducing it to neutral. I want to buy in dip. If it dips 78 to 79-ish area. I still think 85, 88 is still open for Roku, but these are the numbers. Snow. Snow with MDB, Microsoft. Let's see how it reacts. It's showing high move, but let's see. Like 159 is the resistance. So I would say if it hold 155, buy near 155, 56. And sell below 155. Last one is hot favorite, Tesla for everyone. These equations are totally fine with Tesla. It has not broken anything. About 265. It's away from the candles. So making higher high, yes, but I would like to see it show more strength. 261, if it crosses, it will hit 265. If it fails here, now 255, 250, 244, 250. Yeah. So this is my list. Now I'm going to share the Zoom link. Anyone who has any questions, you can come and you can interact. I'll give 10, 15 minutes to that. You can join in. I've shared the Zoom link. In between, let me just get something to drink. Uh, I will be waiting for you if you want to join on Zoom. Here is the link on Zoom. I don't have any week. Yeah, I'm not a professional trader, man. I'm just doing it because I love doing it. Do some, like, if you join some days, you will know what I'm talking about. MDB, I shared my view in MDB, Rajiv. I put that on Twitter. That I think MDB numbers, like if you go, I don't know if anyone is joining, but I'm going to wait for 5 minutes if you want to join. Where's my profile? I mentioned about MDB right here. Yes. The quarter expectation of this quarter was 390. They came in with 423. Like if you go, guys, mute yourself. It doesn't matter, John Ray, how much I earn. It doesn't matter. I earn million, I earn $100. It doesn't impact anybody. Like the main problem with people is they're not focusing on their accounts themselves, but about others. So stop this. Yes, Karan.
So, hi, Naval. I just wanted to ask you again regarding the scans which you were talking about. I just wanted to be clear. So, that scans we need to run at 9:45 a.m. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, 9:45, right? Okay, thanks. I'm sorry.
You are not on mute, so you're getting your echo back. You need to join. You need to have a Zoom account to join. That's the only thing. Thank you, Grumpy. Thank you, Devinder. Just an expiring call on. Justin, can you come on Zoom and tell me what calls you have? Guys, join on Zoom. We can interact properly rather than like I read what you're typing. You can come, you can talk, you can share your thoughts. That's why I have the Zoom. I pay for Zoom. Raj, Sham, you have anything?
No, Naval. We are just learning, so I am attending your call from last week.
Okay.
Now I've been looking at UPS. Not sure if it's a bear flag that I'm seeing. I'm not a flag like a inverse pendant.
It's the evening star. It's bad. It's bad.
It's good for a put, right? I mean,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Manjal, you had Airbnb, right? Okay, let me open Airbnb. Airbnb. Airbnb is a double inside day within 12 and 34. So 132.75 above. It should fill the gap. 129.50. It will drop badly. That's the simple thing for Airbnb. It's a double inside day, but Friday it usually runs. Just keep in mind. Palantir is a stock. It tried to go to like 20, lost almost 30%. It's making a comeback. I really wanted to hold 14. If it doesn't hold 14, it will become head and shoulders. This is what is happening in Palantir. It needs to hold this 1450, 1460. If it doesn't, you will see the gap filled at 8 and 9. So I'll not be thinking long into Palantir. John, when we think it will support, it will break. Yes, Nilesh bhai, come on, speak.
Hey, Navaldeep, good evening. Hey, can I share my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
It's not letting me. Okay. Hold on.
And you will check Ashish about that.
Navaldeep, can you see my screen?
It's coming, yes.
Okay. So this last week or so, I've been like focusing more on just trading SPY and QQQ. And I mostly, as you know, I do scalping and day trading. The things that I've been kind of looking at, and I just wanted to run it by you. So basically, I have my chart up and I look at 15-minute. And what I do is I follow DXY, TXN, VIX, and TLT. So basically, I look at the dollar, the TNX, and VIX to see the direction, if it's going down or up. And then look at TLT as well to go into SPY and QQQ. So I'm just trying to figure out from your experience, like what other things that, and I also look at ES as well. If I'm trading SPY, what other things that would be a good indicator to look at for market breadth and market direction?
Nothing.
Besides these?
No, nothing. You just need to, I would say, in Thinkorswim, there's an option called Visualize, which gives the heat map.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to use that, go to FinViz and open the heat map. That sums up everything in front of you.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about all these multiple things. They are market internals, but the more things you're going to bring into your trading, the more confusion you will have.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is when VIX gets like below 15, it really doesn't matter. Is that kind of your impression?
See, again, well? I've always said VIX is nothing but implied volatility across all the options.
Okay.
Now, when the market is going positive, VIX will not matter because then there's no fear in the market. Fear is what creates implied volatility. Okay. Now, people have started using VIX as an indicator. It's not an indicator. Sometimes you will see that the market is going down and the VIX is still going down.
That's kind of what I've noticed this week. So it's not a good indicator.
Only thing you need to know is just look at the Heikki Nishi candle on 15 minutes. You will not fail. Don't worry about anything else. If you want to cut down to 15 to 5 minutes, do that. But do not add so many things in front of you. It is only going to add more confusion and you will end up making losses.
Okay. And then I've noticed some people started using 10-minute instead of 15-minute. Like your recommendation is still 15-minute, right? And using 12 and 34.
Tell me one thing. If you are a cricket player, right?
Yeah.
You are a right-handed batsman. You can still play with your left hand, but would you prefer playing with your left hand? No. You will only play with your right hand and you will only play the shots you have confidence in.
Got it.
But what people is, they see, oh, he's using 10 minutes, let me do 10. Nothing going to change anything in your trading. If anything has to work, it will work. If 15 minutes doesn't work, 10 minutes will also not work.
Yeah,
Start
no.
to trust your system. Start to have belief in your system.
Got it. Thank you, Mike.
Who is Manu Mishra? Go ahead.
Hey, Naval bhai, good evening. So, Naval bhai, the seasonality wise, shorter weeks like the long weekend which is coming up, mostly I've seen during the last year or so, it's always a shorter week is usually the thing where people short either on Friday or on the first day of the short week because they don't want to carry positions with the international market volatility. So, do you think there's a seasonality or a trend like this?
No.
Okay. And secondly, the September usually on a SPY index, if you see SPY long term
Doesn't
seasonality
matter.
wise.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Yeah, because
Only thing what matters are the catalysts which are there in September.
yep.
The
Seems like
catalyst we have seasonality. It doesn't matter. Like every year in July to September, they're supposed to be rains. If they don't rain, what will you do?
right. That's right.
It's seasonality. Like if you have to compare seasonality, out of 20 years, 16 years things work, 4 years didn't work. And those 4 years you were trading, what will happen to you? You'll be
Exactly.
screwed. So don't think about that. Think, what are the possible catalysts? Number one, the crude is rising. We have an interest rate. We have a CPI incoming. We have PC, which is like stagnating, which is staying there. Now, all these factors, dollar rising, all these factors attribute to sticking higher inflation.
That's right.
one catalyst. Second catalyst is the government is also running out of money. So they want to issue more funds. That will also come into the picture. The yields have bottomed, like the EMX, which I showed.
Yep.
They're making morning stars. So look all these facts in front of you. Don't look what happened in the past. Seasonality works, seasonality may not work, but the data points are in front of you, they'll make a great decision.
That's true. Absolutely right. And with China, all this China news, I was really expecting a more positive move to the upside, but seems like it's not affecting even when they're reducing the rates.
It doesn't change overnight. It's going to take time.
Yeah.
That's the problem of deflation. When there's no demand, you cannot do anything.
Exactly. Yes, they're trying everything, but yeah, it will take time. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
Maybe it's a huge, big economy. It takes time to show the ripple effect.
Time. It maybe 2 months down the line, yes, you will see the impact of it, but not now.
Got it. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Deepak, I had talked about both UNH and about Humina. I showed when UNH was 510 that there were massive puts coming for 490. I know people who are here remember that. 490 puts I clearly shown and went through this in the call. So they dropped because they were meant to drop. I'll check. Yes, Mr. Prakash, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. No, thanks for all this good information. Quick question: what are these like a color? I think it's a supply zone, demand zone you had drawn, or like
It's based on EMAs.
Okay.
And like MACD. It's a combination of that.
Oh, so it's like automatically populated on the chart, or
you should not be worried about this. I am not using it. I'm using
oh,
price action.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. I was just confused. Thanks.
See, that's the problem. You should worry about the things I'm teaching, not worry about the extra things which are there.
Right.
People focus on things which are not important.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Yes, Justine. Go ahead.
Hi, Naval. Thank you. So I'm sitting on Netflix calls that expire tomorrow at 452.50 and a BABA call 97. I know you mentioned those are ready for breakouts. You have support into next week. Are those, in your opinion, worth rolling?
Like 452 will be almost zero for Netflix.
Yes, it is.
It's 10 cents, so there's nothing left in that.
Yeah.
So
And BABA 97, that's close to zero too.
So one thing I would say, save whatever money you can. Even $10 is a good dollar.
Right.
Save it. And if you have to buy BABA, I'm also looking into BABA, but I'm looking into October 10 or 11/17.
Okay.
So if I go into BABA, I will be looking at 100 calls because the open interest is significant, 17,000, or maybe 110. So if I want, I'll be looking into a spread between 100 and 110.
Mhm.
Again, that depends on your risk appetite. If you
Right.
want to take 100 open or a spread.
And then do you have a script that you can share for your Thinkorswim setup with the Fibonacci? Or is it something we can find through the setup?
It's something you need to learn because every single chart will have its own Fibonacci.
Gotcha.
So I have shared multiple videos on that. Just go through it if you have any questions. Otherwise, like whenever I find a new chart, like right now there's a question on. Let's go through on and I'll show you how to make the Fibonacci's. And guys, anybody who is on the video, just have a look. This is my brand new chart. Nothing here. Okay. I can clearly see it's making a M pattern. Like it's making M. Right? This is the base. So first thing I would look at is from left of my screen to the right, the stock is moving up. So I'm going to pick up a regression channel. I'll go to the left-hand side and make like this. Now, I am thinking it's going to break down. So I'm going to use Fibonacci. I'll use the Fibonacci extensions, but in a different way. I'll start from here, go down. This is like reverse. If you want to reverse it, you can reverse it. Go down at 37. And you will see that the Fibonacci's are there. Now, this is a different way of putting a Fibonacci because I'm expecting it to go down more. And you will see the magic by itself. I started from here, look at the 100% and where it is finding the support, right at the 100% Fibonacci level. From 37. So when you create a regression channel, within that regression channel, you need to look out whether your stock is moving up or you're moving down. If it is moving up, you can create the extension from right here, left, this point, like this point to this point, and then this point. Then you see where it can go down further or go higher. If you're looking for move down, you need to look at the latest point and the latest high and the latest low. And then you will see where it can head down and find the supports. I'll do a session on this probably later sometime, but this is most important to create levels. But if you draw the Fibonacci right here, it automatically came and found 2767 as its support. Look at 61, 31, 25. It tried, but it failed. It could not reclaim 61.8 Fibonacci level. And that's important. All right. We'll talk about this in more detail. Okay. Rajiv, go ahead. Karan,
Yeah, Baji,
yes.
this one, Thinkorswim is available for Windows desktop also?
Yes. Have you started trading just now?
Huh.
Then do some homework. You will find it. You like all these dumb questions, you can simply Google them. Yes, Karan.
Hi, Naval. So I have my AMD chart opened, and this is the Fibonacci I created. So if you don't mind, can we review it?
Share the screen.
Sure.
John, I do trade futures. I used to trade ES, NQ, crude, gold, natural gas. I've stopped doing them because they take out my sleep. I hardly sleep for 4 hours, so I need sleep. I'm not sure. Rajiv, in between, you can ask your question, Rajiv.
Well, thanks for the session. Hey, I'm holding Apple as a long, like, it's a taxable account, can't sell it easily. So how to protect downwards?
Buy some puts, sell some calls, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but see, buying a puts is expensive, obviously, and selling calls turns out to be easier. But
I don't prefer selling calls, but buying puts, yes, is expensive. If you want to buy ETF, which is contra of Apple, maybe I think it's QID, which is double the Nasdaq, like double the triple Q. That should be hedge. You can buy a call for that.
Hi, Naval. Can you see my screen?
Okay.
Rajiv, 1 second. Let me answer. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as we discussed on the last, couple of calls earlier, 1 year chart pulled up, and then this is what I thought was a support. But if you think this is not right, do you know what the support area is here? This is the AMD chart.
This is AMD charts, fine, but what you have drawn? You have,
So this is a fib extension I wanted to draw. So I just wanted to ask
not
you.
an extension. This is not an extension. Where the extension needs. No, this is not an extension. This is wrong.
Okay. Do you think we could draw now if you have time?
Yeah, I am not well versed with the trading view.
So I picked up the support area from here, and this is a recent high. This is the highs. It went. This is how I drew.
So in extension, what's the move you are expecting next? Do you think it's gonna bounce from here?
No, that's why I wasn't sure about this one.
So you should not be drawing extension. You should be looking at retracements.
Okay.
Or if you have to draw extension, that's other way around. It's like all the.
Okay.
You should be looking at no.
Can I open Meta and just see and draw one if that is okay?
Okay. Yes, in this case, you can take 1 year chart. Now here,
this is a good support area, you think?
yes.
Okay.
Now here you need to draw extension. Click here. Click on the first stop. No, not this one. Previous one.
Okay. It's already clicked. Okay.
No, here and then go right at around the gap on the top.
You mean here?
No, just left.
1 second. Let me. Okay, this is the first stop. Okay.
Yes. And then bring it down.
Okay. Around this level?
No, at the bottom of the green candle.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So this is what I wanted to understand. Okay.
This
Okay.
is this will only come if you practice.
Right.
It will not come in 1 or 2 times. You're gonna spend like months on this.
Okay. Okay. But this is helpful. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Rajiv. Now.
Yes, so Naval, when you sell a call, like for Apple, I'm selling a call. How do you process it in terms of?
I do not buy stocks, so I do not worry about selling calls.
Okay. Okay.
I only trade derivatives, future and options.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in. All the best for tomorrow. And let's see how the market goes. Bye-bye. Take care.